NADAWO is an organization that was formed up by a group of women with disabilities. And NADAWO's full name is the Namibian Association of Deafly Abled Women. And this organization was formed in 2007, in April.
Could you briefly outline the main objectives of the association, particularly in addressing the needs of women with disabilities?
The objective of this organization especially is to uplift the living standards of women with disabilities, and also to integrate them in economic projects and other sort of activities. And the aim of this is to integrate women with disabilities in mainstream of psychoeconomics and promote and measure their equal opportunities in equal participation.
So can you please tell us what are some of the key goals are you working towards as an association?
One of the goals that I'm working on is to improve their learning standards in different various ways of activities. One that we actually now have established is the swing project that some group of women is currently now has benefited. The second one is to educate the women on their rights, especially the UN Convention that was ratified by Namibia, that is from the UN Convention. So that one is our goal, also to educate women on to know their rights. And the third one of the other goal is also looking at the gender-based violence that we are now in, because that is also one of the main roles what women generally are facing, and also looking at the high rate of women trafficking, and also looking at the high rate of what women are going through now in gender-based violence. And then the other goal is on health production, also looking at educating women on their health production and on HIV and AIDS. So those are the components ways of goals that we are looking at and how we can educate or improve the lives of our people. But we are not only doing it as an organization. Some of these things is we are networking with stakeholders, expertise that gives the specific training and information to our community members.
Last week, you have just introduced the Peer Support Office facility, which align with NADAWO's mission. What role will it play in supporting survivors of gender-based violence?
The peer support office will focus on a peer-to-peer. One, looking at the survivors of gender-based violence, women with disabilities for that matter, that can give peer-to-peer, where they can encourage other women in what they might have come through and at what has strengthened their rights. The second one is looking at the current situation that a member of our organization might find himself in, where we are looking at different ways to say a person with disability or a woman with disability might feel comfort having in a space where he can express his confidentiality information that need to be spoken in accordance of our comfortability. And to do that, this office will network with stakeholders that we are going to sign up to network with to give the specific area of counseling to our members. What promotes us to bring it up is because various of our members, especially 50% or 100%, when they become to enroll themselves as members of this organization, we always look at what their challenges are. And most of them they are suffering in silence of either domestic violence or discrimination or so-called life rejection, and not only on gender, but there's a combination of all other various of challenges that women are facing. That can give, this office will give that platform where they are going, at least our member can at least meet one of the professionals in line with either is a church pastor or church leader, where he can give specific area of services of what the person is going through at that moment. That is what this office was established for. And what we can also do with it is also to find, it's also a platform where we can discuss really in empowering each other women, having really discussions on how we can encourage each other on many matters that we are facing.
So looking ahead, what kind of long-term change are you hoping to create with communities or the public as a result of NADAWO's interventions and advocacy work?
In long term is that this funding was donated by the European Union, and the UNFPA. Their long term is to say by 2027, we should really have the statistics of result of the project that what was it planned for and what it has achieved for. So in our goal really, in what we want in the long run is to say, This office will not only be set up in Windhoek where the head office is. We also want to centralize it, to bring it even closer, where even we do not have branches in the region. We might be network with other stakeholders to have a facility wherever we can find ourselves to set it up, so that women can be can have that freedom of speech, expression of freedom expression, and also looking at how women can stand up and come out of the silence. Because currently women are more in the silent mode of not feeling safe and not feeling comfortable to share a pending matter with anyone, or even feeling uncomfortable to confront a social worker and express the problem because they feel like they might not be very well taken of the problem they might express.
Can you just tell us what impact do you hope your work will have to the lives of women with disabilities?
The impact that it will give is for women to know their rights, and to women also to know the policies of our that are set up in line with public services. Most of them, they do not even know when they have a problem where to report, because most of them understood like rape cases can only be reported. It's part of a case that can be reported at the police station. And while it's not like that, these cases have their own offices and their own branches where they are reported. So it's to give a lot of information to our community, to educate them.
And finally, how can people out there, whether individuals or organizations, support NADAWO's mission?
They can support us in different ways. Partnership. We are open for partnership. Open memorandum of networking. We are open for any financial support of my get. We are open for any other, not only money involved, but also material that can be provided. For instance, to say the health, we can maybe things like the condoms, those things that certain materials that can be there that the people can take. Also looking at, like the police are looking to come up with something like make use of assisting our people verifying their documents, where they can come at a center which is close to them and to verify their documents, instead of allowing them to queue up in the long queues of the police station for their documents to be verified. So those are the things that we are looking at, to network with stakeholders so that we can find ourselves in our members in have flexible services that they can get, like Cancer Association. It's looking at health, production of health. So we are looking at that.